Hi guys, my name is Rohan and today's topic is what can Canadian entrepreneurs expect for 2025. So start our topic. Tariffs, immigration and interest rates will shape the business environment for the year. Learn what you can do it about. Table of content. Lower inflation should give entrepreneurs some respite. Tariff rates will create uncertainty for Canada. US trade lower population growth could make it harder to find employees. A wind of cautious optimism for the venture capital ecosystem. A wind of cautious optimism for the venture capital ecosystem. Canadian entrepreneurs will be asked to navigate a landscape marked by both opportunities and challenges in 2025. Will the economic outlook suggest the higher growth than in 2024, the continued effect of inflation, the uncertainty of a changing administration in the US, and disciplining population will represent challenges for business owners. Entrepreneurs will need to be agile and innovative to respond to this evolving dynamics. A focus on good cash flow management efficiency and a willingness to adapt to new trends will ensure that your business will not only survive but thrive in the coming year. Read on to discover what you can expect for the coming year. Lower inflation should give entrepreneurs some respite. The Canadian economy is expected to grow by around 1.5% for the year. Rising costs and inflation have been the main challenges for entrepreneurs over the past 2 years, and the situation should improve in 2025. Inflation is expected to stay within the Bank of Canada target range of about 22%. This could encourage the central bank to continue cutting its interest rate toward the neutral point of 2.75 by Mind to 2025. Interest rates will be a deciding factor in the year ahead. Will be expect them to bring momentum back to the economy. Growth will gallery to driven by consumer spending and a rebound in residential investment essential. We can expect a recovery in the spending categories most impacted by interest rate hikes that started in 2022. However, the efforts of inflation will continue to challenge Canadian entrepreneurs even as rates are lowered and inflation comes under control. A higher debt burden will continue to weigh down households. Meanwhile, the higher prices suppliers have been forced to charge because of rising inflation will not go down as inflation slows. Pricing will just increase just at a slower, more sustainable pace. How to start 2025 on the right to foot? Focus on cash flow management. Lower inflation doesn't mean that the cost will come down. This means cash flow and profitability will remain under pressure. For a well diligent cash flow management and a focus on the core drivers of profitability will ensure your business can remain viable in 2025. Find ways to boost your profits. The start of the year can be a good time to review your books and see where you are making or losing money. Do you need to raise your prices, find new suppliers, review production process? Boosting profits will help you deal with uncertainty and allow you to reinvest your business. Tariff rates will create uncertainty for Canada-US trade. President-elect Donald Trump has threatened to impose a 25% tariff on all products entering the United States from Canada and Mexico when he is in on January 20. Meanwhile, Canada is already examining possible regulatory tariffs on certain US items should these states materialize. The potential tariffs and significantly impact several sectors, including automotive, constructions, and manufacturing, and could lead to higher prices for American and Canadian consumers. Tariffs could also fuel inflation and disrupt the highly integrated supply chains that currently exist between the three countries. It's not just businesses that trade directly with the unified United States that could be impacted. Your business could be impacted if you sell to a business company that exports to the United States. Examples proposed tariffs could also impact the import of goods from China or Mexico transiting thought the United States' high tariffs could even lead to a recession in Canada's where to retaliate with the same intensity. 25% tariffs such a situation would impact all types of companies, even those that have nothing to do with trade. Well, it's unclear whether these tariffs are meant to be enacted or simply or negotiation tactic. The responsible thing to do is to start planning for what they call mean for your business. This involves understanding this their direct and indirect impact on your operations and supply chains. How to start 2025 on the right foot? Start calling clients and suppliers. Calling up clients to anticipate the effects this tariffs could have on their purchases from your business is a good place to start. You will also want to talk with your suppliers to understand how this tariffs will affect the price and availability of the goods you buy. Build different scenarios. The next step is to build various scenarios from a worst case to a moderate and best case. World full to 24% tariffs across the board mean for your business. What would happen with more targeted tariffs on specific industries? Will this new situations create opportunities for you? Answering these questions will help you plan what you need to do if your level of tariffs are ever impacted. Try to improve your competitiveness. Focusing on operational efficiency or digital transformation can help reduce cost and improve your productivity regardless of what happens. These types of initiatives can help your business remain viable over the long term and in uncertain situations. Get used to uncertainty. Or trade relationship with the United States will be more uncertain in 2025 than it has been in the past. Trying to work out how different scenarios could affect your business and how best to take advantage of them will help you reduce risk and forge a path forward. Lower population growth could make it harder to find employees. That's the working age population aged 15.64 could fall by more than between the end of the 2024 and 2026. By comparison, international immigration and net non-permanent residents from this age group grew by over 1 million in 2024, and Canada's highly scenarios. However, the biggest impact for entrepreneurs will likely be a reduced pool of potential workers. A decline in the working age population could lead to labor strategies shortages that are likely to hit certain regions or sectors harder than others. How to start 2025 on the other foot? Improve efficiency with technology and automation. Investing in labor saving technologies is the most effective tool against a labor shortage. According to BDC research, the right technology streamline process, minimizes errors and frees up staff to focus on more meaningful work. It also supports employees in their jobs, making your workplace more pleasant and your workers happy and productive. Most of all, it doesn't have to be complicated. More software solutions are affordable, easy to use, and sometimes free to you to try. Develop a people strategy to attract and retain to top talent. When new recruits are hard to find, a total rewards strategy can help you set your business part. It starts with competitive, equitable salaries and flexible benefits. This attract talent. Growth opportunities like training and advancement can further help retain employees. A positive company culture is another effective way to position yourself as a desirable employers and reduce turnover. Expand your talent pool. Practically speaking, this means expanding your search to include delegates who are from another industry with less experience or people looking re-enter the workforce and after a prolonged absence. This is also an effective way to build an engaged and loyal workforce. Consider providing training to existing staff. Contact local schools and universities to develop a talent pool of recent graduates. You can also think about expanding your search to include remote workers or freelancers. This is especially useful if key roles are harder to fill locally. Remote workers can also reduce overhead cost by decreasing the need for more workspace. A bind of questions, optimism for the venture. capital systems ecosystem. The Canadian venture capital VC ecosystem encouraged optimism in 2024 as visitors tried to navigate a mixed microcredit environment. Although the number of transactions was lower than in 2023, transaction sizes were larger, leading to higher average deal size. How to start 2025 on the right foot. Tag to clients and suppliers and start building different scenarios to help manage the uncertainty created by the Trump tariff trades. Take advantage of lower borrowing tools to invest in innovation, technology, and productivity to navigate complexities in 2025 and beyond. Get monthly economic updates. Get concise data and clear analysis prepared by our team of economists straight to your inbox once a month. Sign up for BDC's monthly economics letter and updates. So friends, my topic is complete. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.